Hello everyone. Hello YouTube. Welcome. I was just saying to Twitch that I haven't streamed in a little while. Very sorry about that. I had a holiday. It was very nice. I went camping. I fell off a unicycle several hundred times. Um and I played some music that nobody liked. Hey Justin, welcome. Hey, how do I say this one? Timatiro. Welcome. Good to have you. How's everything going over in YouTube land? Oh, it's very quiet in YouTube land. Very quiet. Okay, well, there's just the Twitch crew. Good, good, good. So, we've got this camping trip I've just mentioned. We organize it to some degree using a web application that's written in Gleam. And we use that because it's a big camping trip. It's loads of us. And previous years has been like 100 of us, which is a headache-inducing amount of work. Are you in Revachol? I am in Revachol. That's where I was camping. Glamping, yes, but it's got proper toilets and showers and things. So I guess it's not like we're not slumming it. It's a lovely site. It's really beautiful. Some woods in Norfolk, which is in the sort of the most eastern part of England, in the south, but sort of like up a bit. It's really nice. And I've got a website where you can sign up and say yes, I'm coming, and then everyone like chips in money to pay for the site and food and toilets and all that kind of thing. And it's done now, so I feel comfortable. And it's done now, and I think we're gonna do it again. I don't know. I may be slightly spoiling that fact. If there's anyone who actually knows me watching, it's gonna happen again. Okay, I've ruined a surprise. We're gonna do it again. I think maybe, and because it's done and there's no live data in it at the moment, I feel comfortable making big changes to it. And there's a few, and it's always made in a panic. Like, oh, we need to start doing this thing now. Okay, cool. Well, quick, I'll upgrade the site and and it's a very old Wisp. It's a very old Gleam web app. It might be the oldest one that's still being used, and so it's a bit crusty in places. Oh gosh, Nina followed me. Thank you very much. Thank you, much appreciated. So it's a bit crusty, and I want to fix a bunch of things. I want to change a bunch of things, and I've got some big ideas that I'm not going to get around to, but I've got a bunch of little ideas that I think I am. The butt cheek of England. Is that what we're calling? Is that what we're calling it? Let's have a look. Oh, this isn't my browser. How do I get my browser back? Whoa, hype train. Thank you, Martino. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subscription, for the Prime sub as well. Excellent. No cost to you. It just means that you can, give me some money that belongs to Jeff Bezos, which is a good idea. How do I make my browser show up? Let me know if my audio is okay as well, because I haven't streamed in a while, so I may have changed something. How do I change this? Properties? There we go. And this one is going to be Safari. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's even the right size and everything. What did I come here again for? I wanted to show you something. Thank you, Ed. Ed saying the audio is good. Oh, Matthew, Wispipe, hello. Welcome over in YouTube chat. And Benito, hi from Germany. Hello, right back at you, Germany. And Andrew Top, hello there. Hello, hello, hello. But oh yes, the buck cheek thing. Let's have a look at a map of England. Well, no, let's go for the whole of Britain. Brittany. No, Britain. It's a very small map. Here we go. So, like, can I make this slightly bigger? There we go. So Norfolk. Oh, I'm in the way. Norfolk is. Oh gosh, it's really difficult. I'm gonna use the mouse. Norfolk is this bit here. Can you see my mouse? Okay, I'll try and point. Norfolk is this bit. So yeah, I guess I can see why you'd call it the butt cheek of England. Surely all of England is the butt cheek of England. Oh dear. Where's the good bits of England? I'm going to dox myself. Look, I live here. Right here. Oh, it's highlighted Kingston. That's weird, isn't it? Carlisle, Newcastle, Leeds, Trent, Nottingham, Loughborough, Kettering. Shout out to Danielle. She's watching. London. I live about here, just on this side here. Ooh, there you go. London, never heard it. It's I wouldn't bother. Tiny, inconsequential place. Nothing interesting happens there. Nothing at all. So, are we all ready to see me struggle to update a Gleam application? It's going to be very embarrassing. Although I'm using the nightly build of the compiler, and gosh, there's some really good stuff in it. You're going to love it. Now we have your location. I'm about to come to your house and deliver a spice rack, says Isaac. Ordering a pizza to your home. One pizza to London, please. I'll give you a clue. I'm in West London. West London. Hey, ZDS, hello. Welcome over in YouTube chat. Oh no, London. What do you mean, oh no, London? London's wonderful. Look at it. It's bright red. It must be good. I think we live in the same borough in London. I hope to see you in the street one day so I can shout, Gleam! Oh, holla, holla, we them boys. You know what that means? It means next time we do a Gleam London meetup, which I think we are overdue, actually. I think we'll have to do one after Elm Camp, I think, because Haley's going to be at Elm Camp. And after that, we'll do a meetup. Yes. Sinner says, I'm sure I'm very close, given being on the same street as Heist Bank for work. Oh, wow, okay. We normally do it at Heist Bank, so there you go. I know absolutely nothing about Gleam. Just join for the sake of it. Well, come and learn things about Gleam. I just joined and heard things about a borough in London. So the cool borough is Camden. That's what I think. Oh no, I've given myself away. Camden's huge though. You won't find me. Oh hell no, Camden! How dare you? Camden's lovely. Camden is. Oh wait. Oh no, I was going to. I think that's actually Westminster. I was going to say Alan Turing, inventor of the Turing machine, discoverer of the halting problem. I was going to say he was born in Camden, but no, I think he was actually born in Westminster, but like just right next to Camden. What's the average altitude of England? I don't know. What? I mean, London's near sea level, I think, because it's like got a big river in it. I don't know. I cycled to the highest points in London the other day. That was quite good. It's Whitestone Pond in Hampstead, and you can't see anything from there because even though it's the highest point, there's loads of trees, so you don't get a view. I don't cross the river up north. I stay down south. Oh, I can't go down south. I can't go south of the river. I haven't had my vaccinations. I think I'd catch something and die if I went south of the river. Oh dear. The shard must be the highest point. Oh yeah, oh, that's cheating. Oh, that's cheating. You can't use a shard. Is that true? Is there not like a transmitter or something that's higher than the shard? Probably not, is there? Don't go in the river itself. I have swam in the Thames, and I would just like to say you should not swim in the Thames. It was gross. I didn't enjoy it. No, I did enjoy it rather a lot, but it was a bad idea. Why? I was like 17 years old, and at that point, there's nothing else you can do. Like, the only thing you can do is make really bad decisions. This was also not in London. It was in let's look at the map. Where was it? Oh gosh, that's really zoomed in. Dumfries. Woo! Dumfries is lovely. Lots of nice people from Dumfries. Some good friends of mine from Dumfries. It was about here, I think. Marlow, that sort of area, like just near like Maidenhead kind of thing. The only free thing in the UK is swimming in the Thames. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, medicine's expensive, so I'm not entirely sure I'd recommend it. Quote from the Snatch movie. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good quotable lines from Snatch. I haven't seen that since I was a small child, and I thought it was amazing then. It's probably, I wonder if it's aged as well as I think it has. Whoa, Morano Fox, thank you for the sub. I've got. This is great. I'm now such a mature Twitch streamer. I was going to say a Twitcher, but that's something else, isn't it? I'm now such a mature Twitch streamer, not a Twitcher, that I got multiple people who are 2 month subscriptions. That's great. That's so cool. I watched Day 9 a little bit. I mean, I've been watching him for over a decade, and he's got like people like 140-month subscriptions. And you're like, whoa, that's so impressive. Hello from Chile. Oh, Augustine. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hey, Strange 2X. Good to have you. Should I do some actual programming? That sounds kind of lame. Really? Do some of the stuff that this channel is meant to be about. I would much rather talk about London. I've got London trivia for days. Hello from Tokyo, says Eugene. Hello, hello, Tokyo. How do you think this is pronounced? Tudges. Tudges 4. TDGS4. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Hello from Athens. Oh, I would love to go to Athens. Everyone I've met from Greece has been like just the nicest person, like so lovely. I really want to go visit. Gears Datapack says working on the Gleam compiler while listening/watching. Whoa, that's awesome. That's really cool. Oh, I love that there's just all these people contributing really meaningful things to the Gleam compiler. It makes my job so much easier because a lot of my job is talking to people. And I don't get much time for compiler work anymore. So the fact that like you folks are stepping up and doing that is just the best. So good. This is where you show off your pub quiz trophies. I've got loads of trivia, but they never come up in pub quizzes. I think it's because it's not about like football or you know, pop music, that kind of thing. It's all things like what's a good one? If you in Camden Town, the junction, and there's sort of the triangle part of the junction that has the Camden Town Underground station on it. That is called Penguin Island, and the reason for that is because on Sundays after church, that's where all the Irish men in their suits, you know, black suits, white shirt, black tie, would congregate before going to all the pubs. So they look like a load of penguins. That's Penguin Island. Okay, go on. Worst place in London that isn't Croydon or Brixton. Well, I was born in Hillingdon. Does that count? It's not amazing. Strange 2X says, I've done a proof of concept in our company using Gleam. Whoa, that's great. Yeah, sneak some Gleam in. We need more Gleam in production. It's really cool hearing about all these people saying, oh, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. I want, you know, we need all those things established, and then we're going to have a bunch of, what would you call it? Case studies, I guess, that we can publish on the website, and people say, oh, look, you can use Gleam. It's worked really well for Strange 2X Corp. I'm here for maps. If the code gets pulled up, I'm unfollowing. I would like to make a geography channel. I'm very into like local history and local trivia. Was it hard to implement pattern matching in Gleam? Yes, extremely hard. Pattern matching isn't too hard to implement in an okay way. Exhaustiveness checking. Oh my gosh, that's a headache. That's really painful to implement. Really, really, really hard. Toogie Boogs. What a name. Hi from France. Salut. Wait, is that hello? I've been studying French for most of the year and I can't remember anything. Bonjour. That's it. I'm not going to try and talk French on stream. We are thinking of a performance comparison between Go and Gleam. HWC, for any suggestion on the framework to using Gleam, you should use, how appropriate, I'm on the right page, you should use Wisp. You should use Wisp. It's pretty good. Lustre absolutely crushed the existing state. That's really cool. Really cool to hear. So you can become a tour guide in retirement. I would love to be a tour guide. That is my kind of thing. I love London. London's really interesting, and I just want to... I don't have any books to hand about London. Oh, no, I do. Hold on. I love London, and I love that it's like, you know, it's a city that's over, you know, how old is it? It's at least 2,000 years old. It's probably older than that. And so there's just loads of stories. There's loads of weird stories everywhere. I'm currently reading a book on the knowledge. The knowledge. There you go. Here's some London trivia for you. In order to be a black taxi driver who drives a taxi that looks like this in London, you need to pass what's called the knowledge. The knowledge is an exam, and it involves learning every single street within a 6-mile radius of Charing Cross and being able to immediately, when tested, say, I want to go from for example, such and such hotel to the court in gosh, what's it called? Highbury and Islington. There you go. And you go, okay, go down here, turn left on this, go da 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 da. So you've got to be like a human sat nav, and you've got to know all the names of all the things. You've got to know, you've got to be able to recite the order in which the theatres and Shaftesbury Avenue are. And it takes like 4 to 5 years to learn and complete the knowledge, and 70% of people who try fail. This book's got like, it's got like all the runs. Like, here's a run from, where's this going from Crowndale to Crockford Park Station, and then it's got a bunch of trivia about a bunch of things you go along the way. Oh, what a good book. So good. I love it. People are saying things and I've scrolled up too much. So yeah, London trivia. Oh, I'd love to be a tour guide. I love the idea of Gleam after looking at it, but I'm just a wannabe game dev, so it probably won't work. You're not a wannabe game dev, you are a game dev. You're making things. Don't put yourself down like that. No such thing as a wannabe. If you dev things, then you're a dev. I'm developing my own programming language recently, so I'm definitely stealing some of Gleam's tricks. Cool. Gleam, the compiler, is fairly simple. The implementation is not very complex. It's all in the language design, I think. So, that's enough. This isn't my terminal. I do this every time. How do I fix this again? Where is Ghost T? Right, let's try and make this fit. There we go. That's one direction, and maybe that. Can you? Oh, you can't see it very well. Maybe I'll just nudge it a little bit. How do I do that? Unlock that. Tap, tap. Oh, no. Do. There you go. Now you can sort of see everything. Oh, I've got a follow from Jutso. Welcome. Oh, look, it's Streaming Louis. That's true. Streaming Louis. Iterator Louis. I feel like I've slightly cut off the word main, and that's annoying me. Let me try again. It's the wrong button. I'm very good at this. I don't want to cut off the first line here. It's all slightly wrong. All right, lock that again. What conversation have I missed out on? I'm thinking about using Kotlin due to that great multi-platform support for WASM, native, and JVM all in one project. Are you a compile to Kotlin? Interessant. One idea I have is creating a small command line tool. I can easily add or remove things to my path on Linux and Mac without having to go manually edit my zhRC to add that path. Thinking Gleam could be good. How would that work? By like it would edit your zhRC for you? I'd be really nervous about editing my shell config programmatically. Like, what if I made a mistake and then my whole shell explodes? I have not once, but twice accidentally added a fork bomb to my prompt. That sucks. It is really hard to fix that. Paul Tris Paul, which is French for Paul, very Paul, says use Nix. Yes, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea. I've heard lots of good things about it. Oh, and extra crispy, spelt a cool way. Hey, thanks for the follow. Separate RF file. So what I would probably do is I would write the path to a file just like as paths delimited by new lines, and then my zhRC would read that and squish it into the variable, and off you go. I almost added shutdown to my starter commands once. I think I may have also done that. I used to be like a weird Linux, you know, configurer sort of person more than a programmer. So I broke many computers in lots of interesting, exciting ways. I got some sweets as well. So oh wow, that looks really weird because it's a green sweet. So it's see-through. Ooh, can I like hold up. What am I looking for? Right, now I can. Oh look, my sweet is see-through. Like. Cool. Okay, let's try and do some things. What stuff do I want to do? I would like to condense 2 tables into one. I currently have. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons again. I currently have a users table, and I have an applications table. Oh look, this thing says it's no longer a hash; it's just the token. Well, let's change that. Login token hash. Oh, hash. I don't want L meltdown. Get logon token hash. Do. Hash. Get logon token hash. Oops. Lovely. This is the place where it would be really lovely to have some really fancy automated refactorings, but I'd like renaming, but I don't have one. So we're just gonna have to do it el manual. I'm also trying to decide if I switch from SQLite to Postgres for this thing, but SQLite's pretty cool. What we're working on today, I've got a puck. No, sorry, I've got a Wisp Lustre web app. It's all server rendered, and I want to slightly change how it works in a few ways in preparation for it being used again this year. Is that floating pane through Ghost TTY? No, it is from NeoVim. I don't know how it works because I'm using LazyVim. Maybe in a future stream I will make my own NeoVim config. I'm quite interested in that, so I can like make a new one from scratch rather than. LazyVim is really nice, but I don't understand it. I would like to understand my editor so I can start modifying it. And I haven't really read any docs on NeoVim since it first came out really. But since Lua, no, not at all. And I've forgotten everything I did know. Cool. Right, okay, so that works. Let's commit that. And it is not a hash. Another thing I want to do is I want to update this to use the latest Gleam version, which I think is 1.2. Is that true? 1.2.1. And I'll do the same in the Docker file. I love Helix because the setup is so minimal, actually. That's cool. To be fair, the whole setup for not for Gleam in general, but like for everything. Yeah, there's quite a lot. The defaults of Vim and NeoVim are pretty atrocious. Update. Wait. It's format just to be sure. Yeah. Update Gleam version. You're the one who does the releases. If there was one person who would know what version we're on, it would be you. You would think that, wouldn't you? You would think I could remember anything at all. I cannot. Hey, come on, says hey, come on, hey. I've not looked at YouTube chat in a little while. Come on, hey, welcome, thank you. George says hi from Oslo. Oslo, another place I'd love to visit. Hey, welcome. I wish they put dates, times on the chat messages, because then I could actually see when you said, oh, timestamps, there's a switch for it. Good, now I can see. So you said that 10 minutes ago. Sorry, folks. I didn't been replying very slowly. Since reading exists, it's pronounced reading. Does talking, listening, and speaking exist too? I completely believe that there are places in England called that. Like, that would make a lot of sense. Except that we pronounce something weird, like specking. So what's the next thing I want to do? That wasn't good. Find file. I want to go to the database, and I want to merge applications into users. So let's get rid of that gap between the two tables, get rid of the user ID, get rid of the ID. They've got a payment reference, and I want to split out these answers, but I can do that later. And this foreign key constraint doesn't need to be here either. Good. If I'm going to run this, everything's going to break. Actually, we need to remove the dev database as well. Gleam is great. I just don't like rebar. Is there an alternative? We don't use rebar in Gleam. We use the Gleam build tool. So you'll notice I'm not writing rebar test. I'm writing Gleam test. Oh, look, everything's broken now. And that's because there needs to be a comma in here. Now it's all going to be broken because oh dear, oh dear, I've broken something. Oh dear. What did I break? Hey, look at that. Not null constraint failed. Users payment reference. Okay, so that is in web tests. Oh, not auth tests. Web tests. That might be auth test. Could be cool. Logged in with logged in context. That's going to be broken for sure. User inserts. You still need rebar as a dependency, I remember, or has that changed? If you are going to depend on an Erlang package that uses rebar, you're gonna need rebar. Edward Random says, "Hey Louis, great to finally catch you live. Gleam is awesome. Gleam is awesome, and I'm glad you finally caught me live." Any thoughts on good part-time SQL query checking? Yeah, I've got a bunch of thoughts. It's something I want to implement, or I hope someone implements it before I do. I think the way to go about it is not to try and write a type checker for SQL. And I think it's not to try and model SQL in some way in Gleam and then use it to generate SQL. The approach I want to do is I want to have SQL files written in, just normal text SQL files. And then have a tool that takes those, reads them. There's like a smear on my camera. Ugh. That gets those, reads those, and then makes prepared statements in the database with them. And the database will either will say like, that's cool, or it will reject them saying you've got a type error or they're invalid or the syntax error or something. And if they are valid, then you can introspect the prepared query to see what the argument types are and what the return type is. And then you can use those to generate Gleam bindings to those SQL statements safely. This is the approach that SQLX takes in Rust, I think. So I was going to look at how they do it and rip them off. It looks quite fiddly, to be honest. Like the introspecting the types bit is really annoying. It's also a bit annoying because you need to run a code generator tool every time you edit an SQL file or change your schema. Maybe in future we can improve that, but make do what you can. Prepared statements are easy in the TypeScript world with Drizzle. Yeah, but it's not just about making a prepared statement. Like doing a prepared statement is really easy. The bit that is hard is doing that at compile time and then introspecting them and then generating types off the back of that. SQX, you can put them in line. Yeah, SQX is really cool. They can do that because they have macros. Gleam doesn't have macros, so we can't do that. I actually prefer them not in line as well, to be honest. Because then you can have, you don't do them in line, you can have like proper tooling work with them. Like you can evaluate them with PSQL. You can have anything you can do with SQL you can do, but if you've embedded it in another language, you can't really use it the same way. Hey Powergun, welcome. How's it going? Having fun? I'm enjoying what is this? It's Christmas nearly, so I'm having a Colin the Caterpillar candy cane. Oh, hey newbie. I've currently got 50 viewers on Twitch. I'm going to show my cat, and it's going to go to 100. Newbie, say something for the people. Meow. Say something. Say something. Yeah! Good boy. Am I watching a VOD from 6 months ago? No, I just like annoying people with Christmas. Maybe I'll put a Christmas hat on just to confuse people. Meow! 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 Get a cat, they're great. You'll never be alone if you've got a cat, whether you want to be or not. Christmas stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna start like the 180 days of Christmas, where we just get progressively more Christmassy every time. Can we get like animations of snow falling? I think that'd be fun. That's a great idea. Let's do that. I hate Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have your Christmas for you. How about that? Can you sell me on learning Erlang / good material for that? Yeah, I can do. There's a really good book that's online for free called Learn You Some Erlang for Great Good. Let me get it. Oh. Can't reach it. Boom, read this book. It's really good. You can probably skip the chapters on releases, audits, probably some other things. It's really good. Really good. It's really big. It's got loads of pictures in it though, so that's all right. Look. And come on, more pictures. Oh, I mean, it's just great. Chapter 15. Rage against the finite state machines. Hey newbie. So yeah, do that one. Really good book. Oh, honey, what do you want? You want to be fed? Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, it's been like 45 minutes. Maybe I'll run a like quick ad and feed the cat. I've edited 4 lines of code. Oh, I can't reach my bookshelf. How will you feed the cat? Oh, okay. Let me close the door. But oh yeah, and thank you, Nightbot, who's just posted my referral link to Codecrafters. Sign up for Codecrafters. It's really good. You can learn how to make SQLite in Gleam and Redis. Cool stuff. Looks like a Black Panther. He is a tiny killing machine. He's an apex predator who lives in my house. My cat, vast CNC, which I'm going to assume is Command and Conquer, and not computer aided. No, that's something else. That's CAD. Vast Command and Conquer says, my cat is meowing at me to go outside at the same time as hearing yours. It's a trip on the headphones. You can't escape. Cats everywhere. I mean, 4 lines of code, my daily productivity, says Benny too. They are 4 guidelines though. I turned up late. Do you mind explaining the architecture of this web app? So there's SQLite, and then there's Gleam. And Gleam talks to SQLite, and then it server renders HTML, and then it sends it out. It's just forms. It's like a good old-fashioned server rendered HTML form app. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Nice, simple stuff. So, this test is failing because I said here that the payments reference needs to exist and not be null. That's okay. And payment reference. How do we generate a payment reference? Get user by payment reference. Can't use a payment. Somewhere we generate one of these fellas. But I'm not sure where. Reference. Not here. Not here. Not here. Somewhere we generate one. It needs to be generated server side. I can't do it inside the database because SQLite isn't clever enough for that. So I need to find, I need to find where I generate it, and I need to move it to this place where I insert a user. Come on. Money. That sounds good, doesn't it? Money. Oh no, it just tests. Money. Get user by payment reference. Oh, application.payment reference. Oh, but that's from the application. Oh, it's just not quite what I want. Where does the application type get defined? Oh, here. Okay, and payment reference. Generate reference. Aha, fantastic. So let's go back to insert, user, add the payment reference. That is a third argument. And we don't need to return the reference. Let's see if that fixes anything. So we've got 28 failures. Now we've got 14. Hey, nice. Very good. Time to take a lunch break, I think. Computer number control for digital fabrication. No, it's Command and Conquer. We're talking about the beautiful 90s video game. I know you're telling me what your name means, but I'm more excited by this. My door's flapping around again. Let me open a nice big screenshot of it and then walk away. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, although this is the remastered one, so. Such a good game. Social by accident. I too have been social by accident. It's very upsetting. In fact, I'm going to be social by accident later because I agreed to leave the house and go to the pub, which I think I will enjoy, but there's a bit of me that's like, oh, you could just stay in and stream. Could just stay in the stream. Social by Accident says, by the way, I turned up late. Do you mind explaining the architecture of this app? +1, this is a small web app that does server-side rendering of HTML using an SQLite database. It uses the Wisp web framework, the Mist web server, Lustre, the all singing or dancing magic HTML thing for server-side rendering HTML. And then it uses simple old-fashioned HTML forms that get posted to the back end, and then it, munges that data in some fashion. Leaving the house is overrated. That's true. I do live in London though, so I get to go around London. That's nice. I think I'm going to go to the goth pub in Camden. I think that'd be fun. Come harass me. Why not? I wonder if I keep telling people where I'm going. I keep telling people where I'm going on like Twitter and stuff, and no one has yet come up to me and said hi. It's only when I've not told people where I'm going that people come up to me and say hi. Is the code available anywhere and it's not necessarily finished form? Yes, this app has been used in production for several years. It's possibly the oldest Gleam app that's still being used, maybe. It's kind of crusty in a lot of places because it's updated when it needs to be updated. And a lot of the code is old and not very well thought through, but it does exist. It's on GitHub somewhere, and I will post a link at some point in the future. Or you can look at my commit history and then you can activity for the day, and then you'll see it. Whoa! Welcome everybody. Welcome lovely raiders. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello, hello. I've got to shout at my boy. Oh. Do. Oi oi mate. Oi oi. God, I've got a fellow Brit in the place. Didimoro. Is that right? There you go. He's a good egg. Good egg and a snappy dresser. We are just taking a moment to appreciate how good Command & Conquer is, while I'm claiming that I'm actually doing some Gleam programming. What have you folks been up to? You doing more, what is it, effect TypeScript? That's the last thing I saw. And also eating Christmas sweets, because it's nearly Christmas, right? Oh my gosh, look at all the follows. Shallow Clone, Tech Phones News. It's Diego, Ghost Star. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Let's get back to my editor. Oh, and another one. I've got to scroll up so I can see all of it. Biknosa. Welcome. You've retitled me. I'll submit. A friend of mine was obsessed. I imagine your friend, Vast CNC, Vast Command & Conquer, is still obsessed with Command & Conquer. So good. I actually started working a freelance client project which is a mix of Svelte kit and Rust. That sounds like such a dream tech stack. I really like all of those things. Svelte is probably my favorite JavaScript like front-endy thing at the moment. It's just so nice to use. Not that I've used it. I haven't used it in like a couple of years now. So it's probably changed quite a lot since I last used it. The fun bit with Rust, oh, I mean, I think even the Svelte sounds pretty fun. Svelte is so refreshing after having worked with React since 2015. Whoa, that's a long time. I think you've been doing React as long as me? Longer? I started just before they introduced Arrow functional components. But then I stopped. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm trying to fix things. So costs logged in test, and the test is saying pattern match is failing on there being an internal server error. That's going to be slightly cryptic to debug. This is an old application, so all of the test assertions are a bit could be better. I mean, these error messages suck. There's no logging here. Yep, that is Social by Accident. That is the application that I'm currently floundering with. And JavaScript. Ooh, JavaScript's exciting cousin. JavaScript is just followed. Thank you. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. That is what I'm sure you mean by CBT. I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. Are these all 500s? Oh, here we go. No such table applications. Ah. Okay, so let's find that one. That was in webhook. There's no such thing as a webhook. Wait, isn't that's a rude word, isn't it? I'm sorry about that. That was unintentional. Money tests. That's what I want to be. Pop, pop. Do. Money. It's a crime. Web hook. Which one was the one that fails? 100-year-old coder. Whoa. You're 100 years old? And you have to remake your account every year because you've got older? That sounds annoying. Thank you for the follow, though. Much appreciated. Somewhere in here. Let's find the name of the test again, shall we? Webhook duplicate test. So, here we go. So in here on line 141. Insert application. Oh yeah, because I don't need an application anymore because I'm already going to have one from this user. So this is going to be user payment reference. In which case I need to add it to the user model. Oh my gosh! Vector clock? Damn, that's a good name. That's a really good username. Sounds cool and it's nerdy. I like it. Thank you so much for the 1 month sub. I really appreciate it. Oh no, the cat's trying to get in again. Okay, well you folks are here, so I can let me get my cat because you haven't seen him. Oh, good jump, is it? No, oh no. It's a real pain in the ass. Anyway, okay, so the thing we did just before we got raided was we took the users table and we merged the application and the users. We took the users table and the applications table, and that was a one-to-one relationship, and we merged them together because I'm trying to simplify this application a little bit before making some changes. The idea was I was going to make it really really abstract. I can do all these clever things. So I've got separate tables. We didn't do any of that. Let's get rid of it. So I've merged the two things together in the schema definition. That broke all the tests. I'm now fixing the tests. One thing I've noticed that is, oh, hey, look, I need a payment reference here. Well, application doesn't exist, so I'm going to have to get that for user. But as the error message here says, that field doesn't exist on the user. Okay, so let's go over to user, and let's take the payment reference off of that and pop it here. And that means that we now need to decode. Did I put it last? I did put it last. I now need to decode an additional string. Oh no, I'm going to hit the decode limit shortly. That's going to be really annoying. And let's put it back on here, just so there's fewer type errors. And int string int. Okay, let's go back here. Int string int. There we go. And now my user tests are all broken. User. Payment. Application. Application. Oh, it's not application. It's called payment reference. I'm not actually asserting anything about them. Is that okay? So the user test still has one. Did I not save it? Here it is. Good. Lovely. And now I've got 28 failures. Oh no. Okay, so anything that uses the user decoder needs to be updated now to have. Oh. No, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Gloves for wrist, perhaps? Yes, these are compression gloves. I use them. My wrist's okay. I get problems with my fingers. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I've used a keyboard too much, basically. Social by accident. Whoa! Social by accident was described for 6 months? 6? Oh my gosh. Social by accident is the number one, Gleamlin, number one Gleam fan. Gosh, thank you so much. That's really awesome. You folks are being super generous today. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. And there's, I love the crown. There we go. Zorgentia. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Thank you. Social by accident, everybody's favorite Gleamlin, says, I'm learning Gleam by playing with Wisp. Super early days and following along with your fly.io tutorial. Thank you so much for all your work. No problem at all, my friend. I'm super glad that it's helping you. Really appreciate it. Have you tried some ergo splits with concavity? Maybe that would help. I've not. I would like to, but I don't have much money. And to buy and import a keyboard of that kind of caliber costs a lot of money, and to investing that much money for something I don't know is going to work for me is not something I can afford to do at the moment, because I'm an open source person rather than a full-time developer. Kind of sucks. Having said that, if somebody, if somebody in London wants to lend me a keyboard like that, I would love to try it, but I just can't. I can't justify buying more keyboards and then them not working for me. Really sucks. I've got an Ergo Docs, which I learned a lot about from what I want, but it just fundamentally didn't work. I'm using a Planck Rev 7 at the moment, which I really like, but I would like to be able to move my shoulders out a bit more like that. That'd be lovely. Get that Kinesis sponsorship, baby. You folks are going to have to make me way more famous for me to get a Kinesis sponsorship. Point for Kinesis, oh, tough call. Yeah, for sure. How's it going today? Really good. I'm back streaming. I've not streamed in a couple weeks because I had a holiday and a bunch of things I needed to sort out. So we're back. We're live, baby. Vashikorn followed me. Thank you. And immediately followed it up with a sub. Oh, and I've met my sub goal. Folks, too kind. What's this one? Oh, that's just saying that I've met my sub goal. Datboy420. Nice. Thank you very much for the sub. Cool name. I think you and Holla Holla Weedem Boy should hang out. I feel like your names vibe. Been following for a while, but forgot to sub. Subbing is super appreciated, but not mandatory. You don't have to. Making Paul says, resisting the urge to make a joke about sub goals. I want to show you my new t-shirt I got actually. On my camping trip, a friend of mine gave me a t-shirt that they bought for themselves, but I thought it'd suit me better, so let me get it. Isn't this so good? I love it. I love it so much. This is what a patriarch looks like. Maybe we need to make a Gleam version and we sell it in a merch store or something. This thing is so good. It's so good. Everyone should have one. Everyone should have one. They was walked across the campsite and you're like, I think you need this. And I was like, oh, I do need it. I really do need it. It's so good. Just after I fell off a unicycle for the 100th time that afternoon. Still can't do the unicycle. I'm glad that everyone's enjoying it as much as I have. I've absolutely loved it. Absolutely fantastic stuff. How long have we been going? An hour. Cool. I'll probably do an ad break in a bit, so just to get rid of the pre-roll thing. So yeah, maybe I'll wear that to Gleam Conf whenever that happens. Okay, so my problem is that the decoder doesn't work anymore. It's not. It's a bit annoying. I want. No, okay, let's just put it here. Payment reference and 28. It's a total of 6 elements. Got 5. Get by email and payment reference. This is where having SQL type checking would like come in clutch. That would be so useful. List all inserts. Payment reference for reference. The autocompletions are getting a bit confused by the strings. That's another. We should make an issue for that. Do not autocomplete stuff inside strings. Boom, 15 failures. Okay, we're inching in the right direction. I just want to keep making alpha male jokes now. Oh, brilliant. So what do we think the next error might be? Come on, mouse. Stop struggling. No such table applications. Okay, and that's in the webhook duplicate tests. So webhook. Oh yeah, because this is probably like loading applications. Application. Insert application. No, we don't need that. So that can go away. Application user dot payment reference. Application, that doesn't need it either. That's a user. Application. I could just let's search for all of these, can't I? User. 14, that fixed one thing. Use a code action. Oh, I should show off the new feature. Okay, so watch this. So, yeah, maybe say I've got like some things. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you want to put brackets around things. And then I want to map over them to say like doubled. I'll do that by using list. Oh gosh, if I can type right, list.map. I haven't actually got the list module imported in this file, I think. No, I haven't. Good. But oh look, oh it's showing you list.map even though it's not imported now. Ooh, amazing. It didn't used to do that. And you've got documentation here, shows you what module it's in. This is hard that way. He shows the function. If I select this, oh look, it auto added the import to the top. Oh, there you go. Isn't that nice? Let's do that again. So we double the things, and I want to pass in multiply. Multiply, that sounds good. By 2. And look, it's added. Oh, it didn't add int because we already had int. Okay, what if I had floats though? Multiply. Float to multiply. So watch the top of the screen, folks. Oh, so nice. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. Oh, but multiply by. Yeah, you're gonna really enjoy it. Feels an absolute dream. There's more. There's still more to come. Does Gleam have a nightly release channel? Yes, it does. Go to GitHub releases. Oh, Command and Conquer, my favorite, my perfect game. Go to Gleam, go to releases, and go to, I don't know how you find it. Here we go, nightly, and then you can ignore the mixture over there because I don't update where the tag is. I just push new assets to it. So it has been done more recently than this, but whatever. And you can just download, you know, 2 days ago, because there was no changes yesterday, I presume, and download the latest whatever you want. Oh, Command and Conquer, so good. Cool. Right, so the next thing I want is to just No such table applications in user test. Get user by payment reference not found. Okay, so get user by payment reference. This joins into applications. Applications doesn't exist anymore. We're going to use payment reference here. And we can just get rid of that join. Down to 10. Nice. Okay. Is that why it's called nightly? Because it runs every night? Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. That's why. Oh yeah, and send me a free keyboard. I'm gonna keep saying things that I want. Someone give me a Glove 80 or a Kinesis, whatever it's called. I want one. Or actually the one I would really want to try is what is it called? A Voyager, because I don't know, it's really small. That's really cool. It doesn't have like the finger wells though, which is probably a disadvantage. But then you could tent it very aggressively, so you could have your hands typing like that, which I think would be really nice. Looks nice because it's nice, solid, and heavy. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of something I could just like put in my pocket and take on a train though. That's very appealing. There's like, there's two ways to go about it, isn't there? Like heavy as possible, or like super tiny. Voyage is nice, but it's so tiny. I mean, my current keyboard is difficult to show. Oh look, you can see the corner of it. Okay, I'll show you an internet photo of it. Blank Rev 776. Oh. No, not the man. There you go. That's my keyboard. I use one of these, so it's pretty tiny. I don't even have all the keys mapped to something. I've got some of the keys unmapped at the moment, which is hilarious. And the Voyager has like considerably more keys than this does. Captain Gogo followed me. Captain Gogo, here we go. And Passarazzi followed as well. Oh, and Captain Gogo followed it up with a sub. Let's go, Captain Gogo. That's quite nice. I like this one. That's very pretty. Let's look at a Voyager keyboard. Just as comparison. Is that my one? Is that a nice picture? The black looks quite nice, I suppose. I mean, it looks nice. I would like an additional thumb button, I think. Is that true? Yeah, because I've got like a bunch of thumb buttons at the moment. I've been considering a DIY corn for myself. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Vector Clock not only has a absolutely fantastic name, it's also extremely generous. Look at all these subs. Oh my gosh. Oh, the aggressive tent is definitely a positive. You know, if no one knows that we're talking about keyboards, that is a really strange sentence. The aggressive tent is definitely a positive. We're talking about my camping trip again. Subs going stonks. This is great. I'm having a great time, folks. Thank you so much. Look how pretty it looks with the lights on. Oh. What? I don't know what that means. I'll close it. Where's your... Ooh, look at that. I really like the look of like having it under, you know, lifted computer thing. Words, you know how it works. This mouse... Oh, I'm in the way. This mouse is very disappointing for such a nice keyboard. Meta me. So we've been talking about our sub goals, and now we're talking about our favourite switches and enjoying them intense. Oh dear, I shouldn't say any more. I'm going to get myself in trouble. I mean, I'm an alpha male, so I've been using yellow switches. I hate the feel of them. Is that Cherry MX yellow? I'm not familiar with a yellow. No, I'm not familiar with any yellow. I'm using Cherry MX Silent Reds. I think they're cowards for calling them Silent Reds. I think they should call them pink. They are pink. I don't know why they call them Silent Red. Yellow Gator. Okay, there they go. I'm always pitching a tent. Oh dear, Ryan, you should see a doctor about that. Oh no, this one. So tests are failing. 10 of them are failing. The reason for that is lambda males better than alpha males. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alpha males enjoy aggressive tenting. I had cherry brown, so I moved to yellows. I don't remember which. Cool. I didn't mind browns. I really like the pinks. They're really quiet. I don't know how much it comes through on the stream, but my typing is not very loud, and my microphone is very close to my keyboard. No such table applications. That's happening. Get user by payment reference. Insensitive test. I thought I did do that. If I scrolled up too far. Get user by payment reference. Case insensitive. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at what that test does. Get user by payment reference. Okay. This is the insensitive one. It calls get user by payment reference twice, which is this function. But I am looking at payment reference. It doesn't say anything about applications. No such table applications. Get user by... Oh, maybe it's something in the setup code? Let's look at what the setup does. Oh, it inserts an application. Okay, that's why it doesn't work. So let's just get rid of all of these insert application things are just nonsense. Don't need that. User... Insert application. Insert application test. Oh, we can just get rid of that one entirely, can't we? Insert application already existing. Get application. Don't need that. Get application. Insert application. Nope, don't need you anymore. It's true, I don't need that anymore, but I'm gonna need the JSON stuff later. No keyboard ASMR. Maybe we could do an ASMR stream later. It's just gonna be me swearing at code, but like gently and in a sultry way. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. We need a Lambda Mail t-shirt. That's a good idea. Hey Louis, love your works. It's Captain Go-Go. Any plans on improving encoding and decoding external data? I have the Gleam JSON library, but it seems pretty tedious to do for datasets. Yeah, at the moment you manually write encoders and decoders. I think encoders may always be manual because how would you know what format you? Oh, I don't know. I'm interested in things we can do to automate some boilerplate. I don't know what that is yet. There's lots of ideas, but no one has like really dug into what they might be. A lot of the ones people really like involve lots of very sophisticated compile time metaprogramming stuff, like Serde from the Rust world. We don't have that, and I don't think we want to have that in the language necessarily. Or at least we've not seen a design of that that's constrained enough to match with Gleam's goals of being very concise and simple and easy to learn, and perhaps most importantly, easy to read. So how do we get how do we get the thing that's the consequence of having that in Rust, of having a nice low boilerplate way for doing generic encoders and decoders? Not generic, that's the wrong word. Simple, average, everyday. You know, you still need to reach out to more complicated stuff in Rust when using Serde if you've got something that's slightly more unusual. But for something simple, you don't need to. That's very attractive. Mustard Throg 21. The 21th Mastered Frog has decided to follow. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Where's the other 20? Let's see what the test is saying. Oh, applicate. Oh, 6. Okay. This is not used. Nice. So a 500, a 500, a 500, and get user by payments reference found test. That one is still doing something with an application. Application, insert application, don't need that. User. This should go down to 5 now. Did. And this is unused. All previous were taken. British man swears at text. ASMR. Am I allowed to swear on this? Maybe I'll just make up. I'll use I use dated English swears. You plonker. You ruddy plonker. You're an absolute liability. Plonker. What if it's a code action? Yeah, code actions are an option. We've got a problem in that when you write a decoder today, let's find a decoder. You got to specify the number here, which is the number of fields you want to decode. There's only so many of these. You get up to 9 has one. There's no 10. So what do you do when you need 10? That is what we call a problem. That's what we in the business call a problem. We've been trying to work out what the right ergonomic API for this is for literally years now. And we've looked at all the different languages and see what they do. The languages that we think do it best are languages that have auto carrying. So that would be Haskell, Elm, OCaml, F#, that kind of thing. They can do a type safe decoder that extends over an unbounded number of arguments. That works really well. The one that does, and everyone else either has some built-in language feature. I think it's unsatisfying to have a language, like a complex language feature for just this one use case. That's yeah, maybe that is what we have to do, but like I'm sure there must be something better than that. The one that we see most of all though is just people doing unsafe shit with null pointers. That sucks. That really sucks. Just like, oh well, I assume the code's correct and can't verify it. YOLO, let's hope that it exists. No, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. I was just shocked that all these languages that are like, oh, they're good and they're really good with thought APIs. When you come to this one thing, they're just like, no. Null pointers everywhere. Okay, thank you. Really helpful. Looking at you, Go standard library. Oh, they're like trying to put null pointers in everything. Go, the home of null pointers. What time is it? It's like 20 to 4. Let's try and get all these error messages done. So 500, 500, 500. A decoder failed for get ID incrementing tests. So get ID. Oh. Get ID. Oh. Really? Is that what it's called? What's it called? Get by ID. Ah, okay. Get by ID. No? Get by ID. Ah, get and increment interaction. Okay, get and increment interaction. Payment reference. Ooh, look at that. We're down to 4. Post logged in. Home logged in. Register attendance. Okay. Okay. And total payments. Okay. Ooh, Podrill, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated, folks. Oh, everyone's been really nice today. I've been missing streaming, like because it's so lovely hanging out with you folks, and doubly so now that I'm here because you've just been great. Oh, and a sub as well. I love the like 1-2 punch of like a follow and then a sub. Ugh. Would automatic currying allow for effective variable arguments? Yes, it would. It would. Tailored dev. So the approach we go for the moment is either to have constructors for, I'll give you an example. Have constructors for that, or the library works with a curried API, curried API. In learning French, can you tell? Do I actually have docs here that you can follow? Here we go. So this is a curried API. So you just like add a field, add a field, add a field, and at the end you say, oh, we're done. But then you have to like manually curry the constructor. Because this is the API you'd use in the auto-curried languages. But then we have to explicitly curry. And at the moment, that seems to be the best thing I can find. Is that okay? Maybe. Might be okay. Nice French accent. I just like, you just like round off the end of every word, and then you go, you got French. Hey, any French people in the chat? Why do you like have extra letters at the end of words when they're written if you're not going to use them? Like, isn't that just a waste? Let's go back to Park. Gleam has got me so excited about programming again. That's amazing. Now that is the kind of feedback I like to hear. I want to hear those stories. I love that stuff. No idea you streamed. Yeah, I've been off for a couple of weeks, but I'm back. Couldn't you do some magic with use instead of carry 4? So use, the way use works is you end up with I'm going to use some words that probably will explain things to some people and make things way less clear to other people. If you use for to combine a series of operations that can pass or fail, you end up with a monadic API, because everyone has to depend upon the next one, because the next one's callback is inside the previous one's callback, so you get nested callbacks. So as soon as one fails, the rest of the callbacks don't get evaluated. That's monadic, because they depend on the previous one. What we want with this is an applicative API, where they all run regardless, they all run independently, and then they all, in the end, get joined together into one single result. Landfist. I'm sorry, I completely butchered that one. My good boy, I don't know who you are. My good pal Lan says, for poetry. That is the perfect reason. That's the best reason I've heard in a long time. French living in Southampton, though. How odd. Why did you go to Southampton? From France. In France, they're like, oh, I can't wait to go to Southampton. I bottled it halfway through saying that. I can't do the accent. I cannot do the accent. I would never understood what you said, but that handwork made it so clear. So a monad is like this, and an applicative is like this. There you go. Yeah, so I know all of those words individually. Yeah. The consequence of this is, with a monadic API, when something fails, you get back the first error, and then it doesn't run the rest of the computations. With an applicative API, how did that happen? What? Okay. I thought I turned that off. With an applicative API, whoa, jazz hands. With an applicative API, come on, do it, computer, do the AI thing. Okay, whatever. With an applicative API, you get back all of the errors, not just the first one. It's the new Mac reactions thing. Mine did that in a meeting. Could you imagine if you were like, I don't know, like an undertaker or something? Like, I'm very sorry. well, here's what's going to happen. And then like fireworks went off. Oh no. Yeah, thank you, Nightbot. Share my Code Crafters referral link. Everyone click on that and then get your employer to pay for Code Crafters because it's really good. And then I get a cut of the money. Oh god, what a bad idea. I need to work out to turn it off actually. I'm not sure if it's in my phone, which is what I'm using as a camera. Very blurry. Or if it's in the Mac. I'm not sure. All failures. They're all 500s? I think. No. Total test in payments. Okay. Payments. Total. Total for reference. Okay, that's not going to work anymore, that one. I'm surprised there's no test for that. I mean, there's a really good chance that there's just like almost no code coverage on this. Code coverage? Almost no test coverage. I thought a monad must have a combining function of extra stuff in said monad, and therefore it would be monadic to combine all errors. No. Because in the monad interface... how to explain this? The monad apply function, the thing you're combining with a result type, is not the error, it's the value. It's the success value. When you hit an error, you short circuit. Talking specifically about the results implementation of monad. So applicative, it runs all of them. EcoCodeNet. Whoa, that's a cool name. EcoCodeNet. Are you working on some like some greens, like I don't know, like solar power, batteries, that kind of stuff? Ecotech stuff is like fascinating to me. If I wasn't doing Gleam, I'd probably try and work in some, I don't know, something, you know, electrifying the world, or making the world more efficient. You know, something that reduces pollution. I find that stuff really fascinating. I'd love to work on a wind farm. You know, I think they're really cool. So I want to payments, join applications. I don't understand. What is this doing? Get the total amount of payments which have been linked to an attendee. Oh, I see. I see. So it's just doing the inner join to get rid of the ones. So it's possible for a payment to be in a system but not to be yet associated with any particular user. That can happen because the user has put a typo in their payment reference. That needs to be resolved by a human, but we don't account those yet. So we're just going to change that to users. There we go. And now we just got this no, payment total test still failing. That's because this is going to try and insert some applications, which is a bad idea. A1, U1, U2. Oh, the band. Oh, I've pressed a button that made my screen go wonky. Sorry about that. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that either. Oh dear, it's getting warm in here. It's getting warm. It just happens to be my initials. No, you're doing eco stuff. Surely, like, if you're named eco, you are obligated to do something eco. So I'm called Louis, and I'm obligated to be a French king. Trying to work out how long I can stream for if I gotta go to the pub. I've got to be in the pub at like 7-ish, after 7. I think we should all do eco stuff, you know. 2 failures. Wow, I find that bizarre because there's no way in heck this app is gonna work. Oh look! Oh look! I was wrong. It is logging. Nice. It's using the old logging format, which is rubbish. let's do that actually. Let's upgrade the tests test to use configure logger. Look, it's going to auto import it. Oh, so nice. So if I run the tests again, gosh, that was a lot of caterwauling. Oh, there's cats fighting. Hold on. Where are they? Hey! Shut up! Hey! Stop it! No! There's two cats who they've met each other and they're really not friends and they're constantly fighting in the road. Like you have to go up and break out their little fights. But I can't today because I'm streaming. Does Wisp support WebSockets? No, it's not built into Wisp yet, but Mist, the server you're going to use Wisp with, does. So you just have to use the Mist APIs rather than the Wisp APIs. We want to have it in Wisp soon. The problem with that is that we need to design an interface that is abstract from the Mist web server in particular, and I just haven't sat down to figure that out yet. So it's going to happen. All the hard bits are there. Like Alex has implemented WebSockets, and I just need to expose it in the framework. I'm still catching up with all my notifications after my holiday. I'm not sure what the status of that pull request is. Is it just me or do custom types in Gleam look a bit like structs in Goland? Yeah, the syntax does a little bit. Really, is that them fighting again? No. Good. Ison says, hey, how's it going? Really well. I'm really happy to be back streaming. Oh, look at all these lovely logging things. Maybe I should turn these off in tests so it's not the error. But anyway, it's much easier to read now. So register attendance says no such table applications. What does register attendance do? Register attendance, okay. Is that in a web test? Register at no. Event tests. Register attendance. Okay. And we say it should return application. I don't think it should. Get a user. Get user. Is there a get user? Get by email. I just want to get a user. Get an increment. I don't want to increment the interaction. I just want to get it. User.email. There we go. And user. I don't need to test the payment reference because that is created previously. Having said that, that would be a good thing to have in payment user test. Get or insert new user. New user there. Ref. Let's just call it ref. There we go. Ref2. Ref1. Assert. Assert. Oh, I really need to add the proper assertions to this because this let assert syntax sucks. We're going to get proper assertions soon. Soon as I find time. Right, does that work? Cool, I broke a test. Oh no, it's true. It's meant to be true because they're not supposed to match each other. Double negative and all that stuff. Good to see you back. Thank you very much. I sense. I'm glad other people are enjoying my presence as much as I'm enjoying theirs. Right, so let's try and work it out next. It's still failing on the register attendance because there's no such table as the applications. So let's look at that. I don't need to check the user ID. Can I check the user answers instead? User doesn't have answers, so let's go on to user and expand that. And it's going to be that anywhere anywhere we've got a comma, then a payment, reference. What we want to do is add answers here. Oh, that was all of them. Is that really all of them? That seems suspicious to me. And then we want to change the decoder. The decoder needs to decode the answers as well, like that. And let's go to the application and get the answers. Welcome to the offensive bad French accent stream, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. Expected 7 arguments. There we go. User test. I wonder how many people do that, because I do when I'm coding in a good mood. What, use a French accent? I just like this sort of there's a bunch of sounds in French which I just find really very pleasing to say. There's all sort of like, it's all quite smooth and slidey. It doesn't sound very powerful. Like I find that if you want to speak with great authority in English, you should avoid all the words that are French, because you know English is like one third French, one third Old English, one third. What's the other third? Greek? No, that can't be right. I can't remember what the other third is. Anyway, Latin, but French is Latin. I don't know. Anyway, use the Anglo-Saxon words, and you sound wicked powerful, really authoritative. French sounds velvety. Yeah. Speaking French is like eating a nice cake that isn't too dry. QCK, which I'm going to pronounce as Cook 33, says hi. I think Churchill said that right. Yeah, Churchill famously uses Anglo-Saxon words. Loads of English politicians deliberately speak using Anglo-Saxon words. They just sound better. If you want to sound powerful, use German. If you want to take a long time, use Italian. Right. Answers. That should be answers. Oh, Dane Alex. Thank you, Alex. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Should equal to zip.new. Wait. Let's do that again. So I've got the nice auto completion. Boom. And then we can just add this to the other ones. And now we've got. I need to work out how to. That's the wrong test. I need to work out how to add. How to run my tests inside NeoVim in a way where it shows me like the test's failure at the test. That would be really cool. Oh, what's it moaning about now? Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to 29% French, 29% Latin, 26% Germanic, 6% Greek, and the rest for other places. Really? Are we saying that Old English contributes less to English than French does? That is bonkers if true. you're saying I could just write into the file the output of Gleam test. I could do that, but I really want it. I want it to like I want integration so I can do like go to like press a keyboard shortcut and it'll take me to the test that failed. I think that'd be really nice. The English word for question. Question. Come on, it sounds it's so big and flowery in Latin. Oh my gosh, it's definitely not Germanic. Is ask thing. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Ask thing. Ah, all the like old English Germanic words you can understand where they come from. Like castle. It's a funny word. Stronghold. Oh, that's so much more powerful. And what is it? Well, it's a strong place that you can hold. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, great. What am I looking for here? I've forgotten. I'm trying to fix a test. It's saying somewhere I've got a decoder. Get user by payment reference found. Get user by payment reference. Ah, this one doesn't have answers on it. Answers. So did I not do enough payment referencing? Ah, yes. Answers. Oh. Ah, because this is an application one. 7. Is that more or less than before? Get user by payment reference, case insensitive. Get user by payment reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't that right? 6. Huh. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? You're supposed to fix them, not introduce new ones. Ghost Stars is my boss. I like the fact that for food, the name for animal comes from Germanic, but the food from land. Chicken versus poultry, pig versus pork, sheep versus mutton. Yeah, okay. I like in Middle English, food means meat. Oh, sorry, meat means food. So if you say you're having meat, if you're saying you're having red meat, that's animal. If you're having, I think, green meat, that's plants. If you're having white meat, that's eggs, milk, etc. But it's all meat, which makes the Christmas food of mincemeat make a lot more sense because it's not minced like the animal product, and it's not meat. It's minced up fruit. Mince meat. It's green. It's green meat. It's fruit. Language is fascinating. Local history is fascinating. London's pretty cool, yo. We gleaming right now. We are gleaming right now. I can't see which one I've not updated though. What have I done wrong here? On insensitive test 1 file 114. Get user by payment reference. Okay, get user by payment reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7 though. Expected a tuple of these 7 elements got a tuple of 6. So maybe I didn't save it. Still 7. Isn't that right? Get user by payment reference. Okay. From here, it uses the decoder. Decoder has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. Oh! How did I get that wrong? Nice. And then somewhere I've got predict that isn't being used. In payment test. Can I code action from here? No, but I can do it from here. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Do. See, there's no such thing as a vegan because there's all meat. Even the vegetables are meat. I need to restart this computer. What's my uptime? Start doing weird things. 34 days. I find after like 2 weeks, Macs start to do weird things. Incrementing interaction test. Okay, let's find that. Increment interaction. Answers. 2. We're back to where we last were, and we're failing because no such table application. And that is happening in event application. I don't need applications. So I need to. So here we're actually changing. Gosh, I'm getting tired. You know what, folks? I'm going to take like a 2-minute break because how long have we been going? We go for 2 hours, man. I'm gonna have a 2-minute break. I'm gonna refill my water cup. And then we'll continue. Right, so where's the 2-minute break button? There's the 2-minute break. Everyone go make yourself a cup of tea or get a cup of sangria. Because it's sunny. The weather said it wasn't gonna be sunny. Anyway, I'm gonna press the button. See you in 2 minutes. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. 2-minute break. Ho 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 ho. See ya in 2 minutes. Bye. Oh, I'm very sorry, everyone. I left you for an extra 19, 20, 21 seconds. Oh, my apologies. I feel like I've got a little. I have a standing desk, and I'm like a little bit tired. I wonder if I can like perch on a stool. Give me like 15 seconds. I've not used this store before, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, oh dear. There we go. Oh, I'm shorter. Maybe I'll, there we go. Gleam arriving on the scene. The scene. Oh gosh, that's so tasty. Right. Programming. It's all right. It's fine. You know, it's not bad. I don't mind it. It's like pretty all right. Let's do a bit more, eh? So oh no. Command and Conquer, my beautiful, my perfect game. It's not. Have you played it recently? It sucks. We did not know how to design levels back then. Cool. What are we going to do now? Right. So now we need to update the logic of the application to make the fact we've changed the business model. So we don't need to insert application. We need to write answers. So let's go there. So I want to change this to write answers. And then we're going to get loads of compile errors. Oh yeah, okay, I know what's happening. Where is the event? Here we go. So write answers. Right? Is that what we're going to call it? Record answers. Record answers. Boom! That fails in 2 ways, and that is because... Oh, I pressed the weird button again. I don't know what it does. That's because this is doing stuff with the applications table, which we don't care about. We don't want. I don't think we actually use this anywhere. Actually, looking back at our conversation about split keyboard, I realised my standing desk costs the same amount as a Kinesis 360 keyboard. Yeah, they're expensive, eh? I've got the cheapest possible IKEA standing desk, which I really like. I like the fact it's a crank. It's super cheap, super basic. Anyone can try it out. It's pretty solid. Would recommend. And then I'm just really lazy and leave it up all the time. Oh, I could just slightly lower the desk, couldn't I? Maybe I'll do that now. Dude. Dude. There we go. Why does anyone watch this stream? Like, honestly, you can't get this level of quality anywhere. I don't think we need to return anything. What do we think? Record answers. It's only used in that one place, and they don't. And then in that one place, it never actually gets used. Okay, so we can make this return nil. And so how do we do that? Let's say return nil, but we do want to handle the error. So let's result.try it. Whoops. That. Arguments. This function takes. What's it complaining about now? Use takes an argument here. Right, so we want to insert. We don't want to insert into applications. We want to update users, and we want to error if there are none. Okay, that's interesting. So update users. What's the update syntax? I can't remember. I'm a professional programmer. I remember how SQL works. SQL update. Jesus. I'm in this SQL good. Well, I'm in this SQL better than ORM camp, and then I just forget the update syntax every single time I write it. Very embarrassing. Give me the real docs. What's all this rubbish? Update or abort or fail or reply. Oh, interesting. Maybe I should just have a stream where I just read the SQLite docs. SQLite's really cool. Okay, it is what I thought it was. I'm not sure what or abort does. Let's find out. Or abort. Or action. Oh, if a constraint fails, do this thing. Okay. Okie dokie. Lesbian monad. I take it all back. That is the best name. Welcome. Although, let's be real. Is there any other kind of monad? Are you seriously telling me that there's a heterosexual monad out there? That doesn't seem very realistic to me. I don't buy it. Sorry, he's closing my door. Closing my door. Some sort of dude monad. Nope, the heterosexual monad is unsound. Good to have you, lesbian monad. How's your day going? What have you been up to? I'm having a great time because I haven't streamed in a while because I've been on holiday. And now I'm back and I get to do streaming. And there's like a bunch of lovely people here. It's all going very well. Tired AF, but doing well. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. It is Friday, so hopefully you get to like chill. Lesbian... Louis spoke about you and now you're here. Crazy. Yeah, we did have monads explained with curious hand gestures earlier. So, update users. Set. Ants swears equals. Oh look, here it is. It's like right here. It's literally right here. Do 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 do. We don't need to return Jack. Is that all we're doing? Oh, where? Oh, that would have been bad. Where? ID. Are we updating it by ID? Yes. ID equals. Oh. So. Question 1. Question. No, let's put the IDs. What are we doing? ID first. Okay, so ID. Don't need to do a reference anymore. And is that it? Do we care about whether or not we actually found one? I think probably not. It does look very nice outside. Maybe I should leave the house. Jason, SQLite fun. Yeah. It's pretty alright. It's pretty alright SQLite. I quite like it. My biggest problem with SQLite is that I've got to recompile the NIF every time I deploy, which adds like 20 seconds to my deployment, which is a bit annoying. I wonder if... Vector Clock, I love you, but you're trolling me. I wonder if zygohystomorphic pre-promorphism... Oh, that's not so bad. Zygohystomorphic pre-promorphism is an available username. I hope so. Although it's clearly in high demand, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. Are there plans to write an IDE for Gleam on Rust, like JetBrains, but with less brittle resource consumption? Well, that's what the language server is, right? You know, you see when I'm doing things like this. You know, this is a language server, which is the engine of an IDE, but not the UI, and then you can use that from any editor you want. I'm using NeoVim, but you could use Vim Classic, Vim Vanilla. Or what's the opposite of Neo? What language is Neo? Is that Latin? Anyway, or you could use Emacs or a different editor. I mean, the Gleamlins really love Zed and Helix and NeoVim. So I think, you know, you could use one of those. Use any editor you want. Oh, someone's giving me some little hearts in YouTube. Thank you, YouTube folks. YouTube folks. I see nobody has given me a channel membership. What's that about? You're being thoroughly bested by Twitch right now, who's given several quadrillion... okay, maybe not quite that many. At least 10 subs so far. You got to pull your finger at YouTube. Oh dear. Lesbian Mona says, "Oh right, I'm stupid." No, no, you're not. You're not at all. Don't be silly. New in Latin is novus. Neo is Greek. It comes from neos. You don't even have YouTube linked on Twitch. What the hell? I think you can do like, I think you can type like exclamation mark YouTube. There you go. And Nightbot replies with the YouTube link. Can you do other things like GitHub? Sponsor? How do you do it? Commands? Command for there you go. I don't know. You can figure it out. Yeah. So Benito's like, there is one. There is a Gleam ID near them. If you are, you know, that kind of I was gonna say pervert, but that's quite mean. If you're whatever kind of person I am, then you can imagine not watching on Twitch, says someone in YouTube chat. Quixat says, I'm watching the stream twice now. Yeah, Danielle was doing that for a while, and she said she had the volume on both of them, so like she just said everything I said twice. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I'm not sure about that one. She's a funny gal. Right, so I've oh, how exciting. 2 things failing now. Value is an empty list, and this is in function called 1. What? Oh, I know why. Here, 1. So, oh, this one function is, let's go to it. It says that you must return 1, otherwise it crashes. We don't want that anymore. Let's just use the one that's called query. Ooh, Tolek just gave me a follow. Thank you very much. Query. And we don't need an application decoder anymore. So we need an application decoder. Get application. We don't need that anymore. I think. Is that true? Let's do that. Gleam test. Oh, there's just 1. I'm sure that like all the business logic doesn't work though. Like I'm pretty sure I don't have any tests for the admin UI. I'm sure it's all broken. No such table applications. That is happening. Home logged in test. So let's go to home. No, let's go to the root. Is there a file here called? I got a file here called semicolon. Oh no, that doesn't work. How do you? Oh, how did I do that? Let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's go to the router. What does that mean, router? If you don't test it, is it really broken? Not until someone moans at me. Just so. The problem is that I'm the person who has to use this software, so like I do actually want it to work. I can't just like deploy it and go to lunch like I would if I was working at a company. I'm a great employee. Hire me. I'm kidding. I'm not going to deploy. I think you should only deploy on Fridays. No overtime. I like to keep people on their toes, you see. What am I doing? I can't remember what the test that failed was. It is the home logged in test. Let's go to home. Home. Get application. If there is an application, we do this. If there isn't, we do that. That's not what I want. What does the star next to main mean? Where are we looking? What does the star next to main mean? Where? Oh, here. Oh, main. So this is the branch I'm on. This means that there's unstaged changes. So if I stage everything, it turns into like a little plus. Let's unstage everything. Let's just stage just this as like a plus and a star. I think I wrote that. I think that's some shell script that I wrote a long time ago. I don't remember. Let's find out. No, fish config. Get. Oh, it's built into Git. Fish has something for this already. When I was using Bash many years ago, I had a really gnarly looking script that does this, but Fish just does everything out of the box. So all I did was change what the characters were to the ones I was familiar with, and then make it be green. That's all I've done, really. Oh yeah, here we go. Underscore fish git prompt. That's all it is. So here's my fish prompt. Pop. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I want route. Fish good. Fish is really good. Fish is like one of the best bits of software I've ever used. Love Fish. Love Fish. Right. So so the flow works like this in this application for signing up. You go to the register page. You put in your email and your name. It adds you to the database, and it sends you an email to confirm that you know your email is you. You click on the link in the email. It takes you back to here and logs you in. And then the homepage checks to see whether you filled in an application for the events, yeah or not. And previously that would work by, what was it? Highlighting ages. Previously that would work by checking to see if there's an application in the database, in the database. That's not going to work anymore because we've got rid of the applications table. So what we can do, we can check if they've answered one of the questions. I think that's what we're going to do. So get the application. Don't need that anymore. None of that. So user.answers equals dict.new if that is true, and if it is false. So well, there's no application anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Boo. Boo. Application user dashboard HTML. No application user application answers list HTML user event. What did we call it? I called it something stupid. User user. There we go. What user in here? User. Oh, I thought I had a code action to clean that up, but I guess I don't. Oh, Neovim aside Neovim, that isn't what I wanted. I wanted to run the tests with a friend. Hey, everything passes. I'm a genius. I'm so good at programming. Ish. I am tolerable at programming. Is that enough? That might actually be correct now. I think the admin UI is going to not work. I'm going to have a look at that. But damn, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go to roots. That isn't used anymore. Neither is that used anymore. I think we could just delete all the stuff that's related to applications now. Like getting the application we don't care about anymore. Decoding the application we don't care about anymore. Oops. Is that enough? Ah, okay. So, oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's what I was saying. Look how good type systems are, folks. You just like clear up the dead code, and then it's like, oh look, here's the thing you missed. Well, static analysis, eh? So, yeah, like I said, there's no test for the admin UI. Oh, these things aren't used. How exciting. I don't need to get the application anymore. No, I don't need. No. Application data. Boom. User. What's going on here? This goes here. This goes here. And then I don't need a block anymore. And I want to call this user data. User data. Application.answers. This is now the user answers. And the user payment reference. Nice. And let's go to admin. And now we don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Oh, I am getting tired, man. It's sunny as well. Maybe I'll go outside for a bit. What's everyone doing the weekend anyway? Anything exciting? I'm going to the celebration of my friend's wedding, which I'm really excited by. Someone I used to hang out with when I was a teenager. I think last time I streamed, my friend Adam, who I sat next to when I was 11. Yes, I sat next to him when I was 11, and then we just sat next to each other until we were 17 or 16. Lovely guy. But yeah, I haven't spoken to him in like a decade, and he just popped up in chat. I was like, hey, and I was like, oh, is it you? And he was like, it's me. It was great, and I pronounced his name wrong, which was really weird. I guess like when you see, if you haven't met someone with that name in like 15 years, probably more than that, blimey, like approaching 20 years, you just default to the normal one. It's very sad. Hoping my daughter doesn't catch the stomach bug going around in daycare. Oh gosh, I hope not, but like probably will, right? Like little babies are just like the perfect disease carriers. Oh bless. No, but seriously though, I hope it doesn't bother her. That'd be very annoying. Oh dear. I love hanging out with children. It's just like you just get colds every 2.5 minutes because they're just like they're licking like everything. If they can pick it up, they're putting it in their mouth. If they can't pick it up, they're getting down on their hands and knees so they can lick it. Gnome just crashed after tabbing out of the stream. I think that's a sign you shouldn't tab out of the stream. Don't do it. It's bad for your computer. The GNU devs agree. Oh look, to do test. Oh dear. Do we think this works now? I think this might be it. I mean, we could try running it, I suppose. Although I don't remember if there's a bunch of secrets in this repo that I shouldn't show you. So let me just open it in another one quickly. And yeah, okay. There's some secrets there, but I think I can run it without that. How well is this gonna work? Oh, okay. I think it might work. I I think it might work, folks. Okay. So let's go. Oh, what was that noise? Did you consider adding cloak.novem to avoid this happening? It hides your info. I don't know. Cloak.novem. Cloak overlays stars over patterns in defined files. This is a tiny GIF. Yeah, okay. So I'm not particularly worried about opening like my dot files. Like, sorry, my secrets file. I'm more worried about, like, I don't know, like accidentally crashing it and printing it or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just paranoid. I don't think I've got any good reason to think that things will get printed. I just really don't want you to get the password for my email sending service. That would be annoying. Actually, what do I actually have here? Let me read these creds again. Secrets. Don't care. I might care. No, don't care. It's just email sending. That's not so bad. Okay. Yeah, there's only one thing I care about. I'm not really familiar. So this is Raz. This is Raz T over in YouTube chat. Says, I'm not really familiar with Beam and Gleam, so this is probably a stupid question. Is there a way to package application into a binary and archive like Java does with Java or PhD does with a FAR? Sort of. I'll show you. Oh, excuse me. So, oh gosh, Dmitry Maximov DevSec followed. Amazing. Thank you. I got slightly confused by the long name. I forgot why I was reading your name by the time I got to the end of it. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so let's go over to what's the thing I can package up. I'll just make a new project. So cd make temp. Here we go. Temporary directory. New Gleam project called Gleam new Wibble. Let's go into the Wibble directory. Whoosh. Cool. Oh look, it's a program. The program says, "Hello from Wibble." Very exciting. Tasty. I'm gonna have another Christmas caterpillar. Seeing it is the festive season after all. So we can run this by running Gleam run. Oh look, it compiles. It prints something. Run it again. Oh look, it runs faster this time. But we can also add dev glee script. And this gives you the ability to package up a program into what's called an e-script. So let's run Gleam, run glee script. It compiles everything. And then it says, generated Wibble. Has it? Oh, look, there's a file here called Wibble. So if we run Wibble, so tell it from Wibble, and this doesn't depend on anything. So let's move Wibble to my desktop. And then I can delete this entire project. There you go. So the project files are entirely gone. The bytecode's all entirely gone. Everything's gone. And if I run Wibble, hey, it works. It's generally designed to be used for like command line programs. It's not generally designed for as a way of distributing your web application to servers, for example. So like it's not quite the same as a jar. It's not quite as good there. There's a thing in the Erlang world that is used for that sort of thing, and it's called a release, which is basically a tarball and a bunch of data inside a particular format and a start script to run it. We haven't built any tooling to implement that for Gleam yet. It would be really nice to be able to do that. The problem with the eScript, and I think the release is that you want to have the Erlang virtual machine installed on the computer before you can do it. That's annoying. If you're writing a command line program, you're giving it to your users. Your users, say they're developers, they probably have Node.js, and there's a good chance they have Node.js installed, or C compiler, or Python, or Java. These are quite reasonable things to expect them to have installed. Having Erlang installed is much less common, way less common. So yeah, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't work quite as well. I would really love it if this file, you can identify it as an eScript. That's cool. I would really like it if this file. Can I see what's inside it? Oh, nice gibberish. I thought maybe it would have a shebang or something like that. I would really like it if these scripts could be just a native executable. That'd be amazing. But we don't have the ability to do that in Gleam today. Not with Erlang. There's if you compile Gleam to JavaScript, there is APIs for Deno and Node, and I think Bun to get a Node Bun whatever instance, and glue your JavaScript on top of it, which is kind of a hack. And there's a few similar projects for the Erlang virtual machine, which basically work by having executable self-expanding archives. Again, kind of a hack, but there are options. None of them are as good as Go or Rust just compiling to a single executable. I would love that so much. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, we were going to run the app. So, I'm getting nervous. Didn't spill any secrets. Oh, I should have just gone to the other screen, shouldn't I? Gleam run server. Now listening on something or other. Let's copy paste that. And you can see my CSS as well. My CSS is rubbish. I'm really bad at this. Boom. Hello, friend. What's your email? Let's put in an email. Now I've got to show you my email. Okay, I put the public one. I think I've got a public one somewhere. Do I have a public one somewhere? I think I do. That's fine. Oh, look how good the way. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Happy Pride Month. Every month is Pride Month. Gay Pride Month, Gay Wrath Month, Gay Lust Month, Gay Sloth Month, Gay Gluttony Month. Oh yeah. Oh look. Here's a public email here. Hello at Gleam.run. Let's use that. Log in. I couldn't find anyone. Oh yeah, I gotta do. Oh, I've just realised something. All right. How does this app work? I've got to go to the special login page. What's the login page? I'm looking at the secrets. Okay, I'm going to change the secret so you don't know what it is, because I gotta go to the. It's in the URL. Right, close that, source that, run that, and now I'm going to go to secret register. Yeah, awesome. Here we go. And then it's like, here's a bunch of stuff. What's your name? Louis. Hello at Gleam. What the hell's going on over in YouTube? Is someone doing some really weird spam? Thank you, sensually. Safedin, are you... Stop doing whatever you're doing. It's all... You don't need to spam. So you want to go for native compilation, kind of like how Rust and Go does. I think in the long term, it would be lovely to have something like that. For a handful of reasons, not just because I think it would be a nice deployment experience, etc. It would be useful for... there's a bunch of things I want to be able to do. I want to be able to do compile time code evaluation. I don't have a good way of doing that otherwise. I'm just going to pretend I clicked on the link. Oh, rubbish. Why doesn't that work? So did I break something? Oh, I might have broken something. That's really sad. Are there any plans to implement the compiler in Gleam? No, there are no plans to implement the compiler in Gleam. One thing I'm noticing, I'm not logging anything. So let's go to here. And I want to configure the logger. And login? Auth. What have I called it? Auth? Login? Login by token. Oh, I don't like the patterns I've used in this app. Like these are, I don't recognize. I do recognize it. I don't recommend doing these things anymore. That's annoying. Let's add some debug logging. Get 404. Oh, because it's just the URL's wrong. That's what the problem is. So if I go here. Yeah, oh. Why is it sending me back here? Are you drinking wine? I'm drinking sangria. Because it's sunny. It's sunny. It's a lovely day. Only plans to implement the, I can't remember if I answered this. Are there any plans to implement the Gleam compiler in Gleam? No, no plans. And the reason for that is that it would be a lot of work. And even if we did it perfectly, the end result would be a slightly slower compiler. And we will have wasted 2 years of development time. I don't know about you. I'd rather spend 2 years making something like useful. I think that implementing a compiler in itself has two advantages. The first is that you can really prove out how capable your language is. Well, we've already got that. We already got sophisticated software written in Gleam. We don't need to prove anything like that. The other one's vanity. Oh, no. Another one could be to give you a difficult problem to work with in order to shape the language. Well, we've already finished shaping the language. It's stable. We don't need to do that. The other one is just vanity. And that's tempting. It's cool. It's fun. It's a flex. I don't want to do that, you know. I don't think that's a good use of time. So let's try that. Why did it redirect here? Oh, I've accidentally gone off my... Oh, it's all gone wrong. All right, so editor, clear. Stop that. Clear. Gleam round server. Okay, it's running now. Latest version of the code. Go over here. Go to login. Why does it redirect me? Oh, I don't like the bit when I actually have to think. I'm not here to think. I'm here to talk nonsense and have a nice time. So, but login via token. Where does that get called for? Called from. Login via token. Login user ID token. Yeah, that's what I'm going to, right? Okay. And then Is there a way to ship DevTools like Lustre DevTools for Gleam, but written in Lust? Or do users have to sideload from GitHub or something like that? I'm not sure what you mean. It's a great idea to standardize DevTools in Rust. I think it's a bad idea to standardize tooling for a language not in the same language. And I definitely wouldn't pick Rust because Rust is really hard to write. Everything that's written into the compiler is written in Rust, but that's because that's the language used for the compiler. It would be better if we could just magically have a compiler written in Gleam and we don't have to put any work into it and we can make it as fast. Those would be good things, but it ain't happening. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? I'm having time. Right. Made a request. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, it did it last time. I didn't even. Oh, I'm an idiot. What a fool. Oh. But it is. Oh. Did it not set the cookie correctly? Oh. Oh my gosh. Spencer not only followed, but subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much. Oh, much appreciated. Or should I say Spencer _ And Justin says, gotta head out and probably do some real work. Thanks again for all the work you do. Glad to see you streaming. Thank you very much for dropping by. I really appreciate it, Justin. And have a lovely weekend as well, eh? This is curious. I wonder what the difference is between the tokens. I might have broken something to do with the tokens. Let's restart that. Where is my link again? There we go. True, they're the same. Why didn't it set the cookie? That seems odd, doesn't it? So why So redirects home. Let's go to home. Home. What did it say? It said it redirected home and then home redirected you to login. Is the cookie not bit? Because okay. How does I've never used Safari's DevTools. It's gonna be really annoying. How do I find cookies? This new YouTube UI is so bad. I agree, it sucks. Really sucks. I'm trying to expand the video description to find the Twitch link, but there's no button to expand anymore. It's infuriating. I hate it. I really dislike the new Twitch. Twitch is great. I really dislike the new YouTube UI, which sucks because I use YouTube a lot. Here we go. I'll just paste the Twitch link in chat for you because I don't think I added it to YouTube, which I probably should have. Okay, how do I find storage? Is it in storage? Cookies. There's no cookies here. Why are there no cookies here? Any idea when the Code Beam Europe talks are usually announced? I'm attending for the first time this year. I don't know. And this is also my first Code Beam Europe, so I'll see you there. It's going to be really fun. Razshare, thank you for the follow, my friend. Oh, and you're Raz T from YouTube, aren't you? Ah, I see. You've hopped on over. I see what you're doing. Very good. What on earth's going on? Why are cookies not being set? So let's go to network. And how do you make it not reserve log? There we go. Whoa, Meta Me. Thank you for subscribing, pal. You're subscribing during the really interesting bit of me not remembering how cookies work in this application. Fantastic. Oh, and a hype train. Oh. I find the hype train thing so silly. I mean, like, it's good fun and by all means play along, but it's like, Such a blatant attempt to try and make people give me more money, which you should. So I'm like fully in support of it. Razshare immediately with the sub. Thank you so much, pal. Really cool. You find cookies at bakeries. Android top. Oh, also look, I've perfectly aligned the window, so it's like if I can't. That's nice. It's like I've cut my arm off, but it's because that's where the browser window is. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's try this again. And I'm going to try and remember what on earth is happening here. So I go to here. It goes to login. Cookies. No response cookies. Okay, headers. What? Whoa! You put a really big bee emoji. How on earth did you do that? I've never looked at this UI before, so I'm a bit confused. But this is the request. This is the first response. This is the request from the redirect, and it looks like it doesn't set the cookie at all. But I do set a cookie. I set a cookie. I think there should be a button to view the raw headers. Where might I find that? Do you think? Is it one of these? I'm wondering if I've done something that Safari doesn't like, where it's like ignoring my cookie. I feel like this works in Firefox. Let me just really quickly check and see if that works in Firefox. So it might be some idiosyncrasy with localhost. Localhost 4000. Oh, it works in Firefox. It doesn't work in Safari. Okay. New to Safari. What? Okay, let's have a look at the actual request and see what it does. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to make a new terminal. I'm going to run the server in that terminal. Run the terminal in that terminal. Now here, oops. Here I can say, what did I? Oh, Helix. No, it's other way around. Huh? It sets a cookie and says something went wrong. I don't think that's right. I think I've got a mistake. And that's a bug. That's definitely a bug. But like, it sets a cookie. Is it half secure? Is this not going to work on Safari localhost for some reason? Spend 30 bits. Oh, this is because you spent bits. That's how you did the big. Oh, I get it. I can see now. You've done the Giantify emote thing for 30 bits. I get it. Ah, okay. That's actually a legit good use of bits. I like it. I dig it. Okay, so peeps, like, my current guess is that this is it's the new Twitch brew. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. I'm guessing that. So look, I've made a request just from the command line. That's a bug. It's not going to say that. It sets a cookie. But this doesn't get picked up by Safari. Is it due to it being secure on localhost? Does it behave differently if you open 127.0.0.1 instead of localhost? That's a really good idea. That's a really good suggestion. I'll see what that does. That's clever, my friend. Let me grab that URL. I hope not. That would suck. No, it does exactly the same thing. Request, redirect response. The other, it doesn't say anything. What could it possibly be? Okay, so no, I have no idea. What could it be? Come on, Safari users, you gotta know what's going on here, right? Same site, none, perhaps. But I want that, right? Otherwise, I need to do like CFRS checking, or like, are we suggesting that it is the same site, right? Let's look at MDN. Let's see what they say. I think I want that one. So, expires, don't care. Let me move my window so I can see all the things. So what have we got? We've got HTTP only. It says JavaScript can't use it. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So like the site does work on Safari when I deploy it. It's no, it does, because I use the site on Safari when it's deployed, but like it's not working on localhost for some reason. What could that be? So path. What does path do? Indicates that the path must exist in the URL for the browser to send the cookie. Yeah, that's fine. Everything's under that. No, that is right, because we set path / and everything's under that. Okay, same site. This could be it. But I really want this, because otherwise I have to implement a whole bunch of like anti-forgery attacks, which I don't want to do. So, strict means the browser only sends cookie for the same site request. That is, request originate from the same site as the cookie. If the request originates from a different style or scheme, even with the same domain, no cookies are sent. Okay. Lax means cookies not sent on cross-site requests to load images or frames, but is sent when users navigate to the from another site, for example, following a link. Yeah, that's what I want. That sounds good to me. Stack Overflow post claims that Safari doesn't send cookies to localhost because it's treating localhost as a TLD it doesn't recognize. What? No. Like Pathium Primer, that can't possibly be true. Let me finish reading the rest of this and then I'm going to click on your link. And the other one is secure. Should only be sent for HTTPS except on localhost. Except on local. Okay, so that should be fine. But it didn't work on. It can't be. That all sounds fine, right? And those are the only things we set. And this is the thing that Pantheon Prime just found. When was this last updated? That was updated last year. Okay. Um, but they're using it as a TOD. Like it must understand that just localhost by itself is a thing. Ah, you attended last year and you had a good time. Are you going to attend this year? I want to get as many Gleam people there as possible. I mean, why not? I'm giving a keynote. What could it possibly be? Isn't this weird? See if it works through lvh.me. What on earth is that? Is that just like, how does this work? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's grab the let me grab the URL. No. What? It doesn't work. It doesn't work now. It doesn't work at all in Safari. What am I missing about Safari? It used to. I'm nervous that like it doesn't work at all now. um. Um. I mean, this is a really. I really like this lvh.me. But it doesn't even work here. What could it possibly be? I've definitely used this. I've definitely used this. Let me try. Let me try. I don't want to try the live one because I'll like display some. I'll display information that I want to keep private, but I can't think of what it could be. I mean, the solution is just like I've kind of done all the changes I want. I just do it in Firefox, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, peeps. Like, what do we? Let's try it again. Login. We've sent you an email with a link to log in. Let me go to my email. Come on. Come on. Come on. Takes a little while. It's busy falling through the internet tubes. It's the same sort of thing. According to MDN, Safari doesn't default to lax, but I've set it to be lax. It is literally set to lax at the moment. And it's not, it like says, it's not even showing it as a just go straight back, look. But it never even, request, yeah, look. There's no headers here. Let's set a header and see if it does anything. Where do we do that? Cookie. Cookie. What am I doing? Right, so now I'm setting a header. And let's even print it just to be sure. Okay. Where's my other terminal? There it is. Ding. What was that? Oh, I've got a mess. I've got, where's my phone? Here. Did you and Haley do a talk together in the last couple of days? I thought I saw something on YouTube or somewhere about it. No, we're going to do the keynote together for Code Beam Europe, which is in Berlin. So attend. It's going to be really good. Right. So making a request. Let's make a request to here. Is that the right URL? I don't know. Yeah. Boom. Oh, look, so here we go. X, Louis, hello, fantastic. So this works. I mean, this is still a bug, but it doesn't matter because no one ever sees the text of a redirect request. Let's go over in my editor. How do I do that? I'll run Gleam run server here. Grab that URL. Boom. Make a request to it from here. There's login via token. Does the login we added, and it returns a redirect response where it sets a cookie and has my custom header. Okay, so let's see what that looks like in Safari. Just close that for the fun of it. Let's go over here. Oh, but no. Stop that. Network. Is it preserving? Preserve log, good. How do I clear everything now? Oh, something is dinging and I don't know why. Ah, there we go. I found the little trash can. So let's go here. Cross our fingers. So here's the login. No. This is it. No, this is a font. This is a font. Wait, what? Huh. Where's the other header I set? Why does it only show one? Why doesn't it show like the redirect? This is confusing how it like mashes the two together, right? Like, where's the rest of the information from the redirect? Like, the redirect sets cookies. It has a bunch of headers on it. Where are the other ones? Do 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 do. Do you think it's because I'm sure I use this in Safari and it works. I was like, oh, let me try my phone. I can't try on my phone because it's like in use as we speak. Do you think like mobile Safari works the same way? Because I have a... Oh! Who's that? Your blocker just followed me. Thank you very much. Time to bust out code. But what would I check for? Because like I made a request from the command line using that you know, curl but in Rust thing I was just using. And that worked fine. I tried it in Firefox. That was fine. Try Chrome. Oops. Chrome. Google Chrome. Chrome. Where is it? Come on. Chrome takes an awful long time to load, eh? The same compatibility table said Safari doesn't support Simon Lax anymore. What? As in, like, it may have just... But, like, Lax is the good one. Right, I'm doing it in Chrome. It works in Chrome. What on earth is Safari doing? What? Okay, I'm gonna try and log into the live site and see if that works. Which I'm not gonna show you. If I can remember what the website URL is. Has this just stopped working at some point? And just no one who uses Safari has told me about it. That would be really upsetting. Type my email in. Wait for the email to arrive in my email inbox. Where's my email inbox? I like the bit of the stream wherever I get stuck and nothing happens anymore. Very sad. Very sad. Okay, now I've got a link to log in with. And I'll paste this into Chrome. No, Safari, but a different window. It works. Huh. Huh. Okay, I'm going to clear the cookies here. How do I do that? Cookies, cookies. Delete cookie, right. Oh, the network text. It seems very slow though. Let's pop in that URL again. And then I look at the... Oh, it's showing the request differently. Oh no, it still doesn't. What? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so like, I'm looking, look, I'm just going to say this. Safari is bonkers. Like, the way it is showing stuff makes no sense. So, oh, hello, Bin Bash, how's it going? We're stuck. It's very annoying. I don't get stuck very often, so it's a bit upsetting. So, in the one that worked, in the redirect response, it still says no headers. You're like, what? How does that work? That's really strange. But then if you look at, if you scroll down and look at the... No, it doesn't make any sense. It shows no headers in the redirect response, but then in the request it has set the cookie. So like it is just not showing some of the information. Like, can I like add this as a tab to this one? How do I do that? Like, can I drag this tab into here? There we go. Right. So you can see this now. This is the one that worked. Ooh. I probably shouldn't show you this, should I? Good. I've just not showed you the cookie. I was logging. I shouldn't show you that. It doesn't show the cookie anywhere. Like, at no point did it say set hoodie. Set hoodie? Set cookie in that entire thing. Why is Safari so bad? Oh my gosh. Do you remember when IE was a thing and we were like, oh, IE is causing problems? Now Safari's a thing. What do we do? I think maybe I just deploy it and then like test it live and see if it works, and then I just won't be able to develop it on stream. But that sucks because I would like to do a bit more on stream. Are there any extensions of default? Extensions for Safari? Like are there any extensions for Safari like there is for other browsers? Like edit this cookie. I don't know what that does. What would that be useful for? Because I can just set the cookie. Like, it's not actually a problem because I can set the cookie. I just don't understand why it's not setting it. What a sad note to get stuck on, eh? How depressing. But I can commit all this stuff because this totally works now. So merge applications into users. Oh yeah. Nice. And maybe that's it. maybe that's the end. If I can't work out what to do, if I can't work out what to do with that, then I guess that's just the end, eh? Guess I'm just stuck. That's very sad. Oh well. I'm gonna raid someone, and then I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm going to the pub, and then everything's gonna be better. It's gonna be absolutely delightful. Who should I raid? Anyone got any suggestions, folks? I can use the new raid browser. That'd be exciting. Oh, I'll get rid of this. I don't need that. How do I close this? Come on, you. There we go. Oh, I got a follower right now. Cool, my computer's really lagging out for some reason. Simba needs a nap. I could do with a nap as well. It's been a long stream. It's been a good 3 hours. And Murachudano. I completely mashed that one up, but much appreciated. Thanks for the follow. I hope to see you soon. We're going to do a lot more streaming. Oh my gosh, and in with a sub as well. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Fixed the website the other day, Simon. Huh? I'm confused. Simon? Do. Indie game. No game dev. Game dev working? No game dev. Game dev bad. Well, not bad, but like, you know, it's not a kettle of fish, eh? What are we thinking, folks? What filters have we got here? Cool, it's really lagging for a moment. Well, it's not high, we work down. Oh, I'm Simon. Oh, hey Simon. How's it going? Oh no, I want it to be same category. What would be a nice way to implement an ORM in Gleam? I don't know. I'm pretty like not on the ORM train. Like they're not my kettle of fish. So gonna have to figure that one out yourselves, eh? Anyone's favorite programming streamer online, preferably not game dev? If so, we can do a raid for them. You know, let's have some ideas. What were you teasing about this release? We have auto insertion of imports, so you can do you can have auto completion for say list.map, and we'll show it to you even if you don't have the list module imported. And then when you select it, we will insert the imports. So you don't have to manage imports yourself. It's very nice. Feels very good. Algorithms binge. I don't know what that means, man. Oh, it's Chrome. That's why everything's freezing. Chrome is like running loads of, like I haven't opened Chrome in months. And so it's like thrashing and updating everything. That's why my computer's lagging. Wow, that is, oh. And it made Twitch crash. Rust really needs that for traits. I thought Rust Analyzer did do that for traits. I could be wrong. Lana Lux. Where's Lana Lux? Lana Lux. Lana. This person? What's going on? I feel like, oh, it's hovering through. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you, much appreciated. Right at the end as well. Nice. I don't like this raid UI. It's confusing to me. Oh, here we go. Lana Lux. But she's got loads of followers. Like it was nice to. Yeah, I don't know. Could do. Web dev. There's a web dev one right here. Sleepy Friday. Oh no, I don't want to buy tickets. Go away. And a follow. I'm just staring at other people's channels, and you're like, yeah, keep doing that. Oh dear. This person's doing Zig. God, my computer's really lagging. I wonder what's going on here. Code cats and coffee. What are we coding? Oh, there's a cat. Come on, folks. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh. What do you think they're making? What is that? Is that like Unity or something? I mean, I want to do it just for the cat. Oh, it's breathing. Okay, just for the cat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Raid. Boom. Is it working? Nothing happened. Let me try again. Raid. Math MC. There we go. Thank you so much for dropping by, folks. Really appreciate it. It's been lovely to stream again after all this time. If someone works out what on earth is going on for Safari, please let me know, because I really don't have much of an idea. Good game. Well played. I'll see you soon. And now I need to press the raid button now that I've got rid of all